So we are back another almost everything. Did I even intro the podcast last time? We just
I don't think so. I think we just jumped right in.
All right, beautiful people. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to almost everything from Life at Home. I am Doc Waller.
I'm Abby Humphries.
Yeah, we definitely did
not do this in the last one.
We definitely did not do that the last podcast. Maybe well, we can't figure.
We're screwed now.
We're screwed now. We just mentioned Jillian Gentile. I believe that's how you say her last name. Who we just looked at a photo of her. She is coming on board as a new on-camera host for Life at Home. She's going to be doing a show called what did I call it? Inboxed, where she's going to be talking about all things professional, all the craziness that goes on in the professional world, whether or not you are a 9-to-5er, you have a manager that you don't like, you thinking about quitting, you want to talk about getting a raise, you want to talk about interpersonal relationships in the workplace, just the stuff that you kind of think about Sunday night around 5 p.m. that has you kind of worried or just like, I don't want to go into the office.
Yeah.
This is a series that's going to make you feel better because we're going to be talking about all those really emotional human things that people in the workplace talk about. Like just go back and listen to the part of the podcast where Abby and I were talking about old managers.
Yeah.
This is a show that's going to give you some relief, but also tools on how to navigate that space because
that'll be so good.
You cannot think that a workout is going to handle full scope wellness.
Yeah.
It's going to handle parts of it. So when you work out with Life at Home, which I cannot wait to kick off, I got to show you. Okay.
The space.
I'm going to, no. I'm going to show you. I'm going to play Abby. The song of the promo that we're going to that's going to be. So when Life at Home comes back this summer, Life at Home is back. When Life at Home workouts come back this summer. So summer's official date is June 20th, I think, or June 22nd, right? That's when I'm targeting having free live stream workouts on YouTube. And we're going to run the free live stream workouts all summer in anticipation of our app launching in the fall. That's the goal. And I heard this song. This is the promo that we're going to shoot where it's going to show me, Abby. I'm hopefully maybe like one or two other instructors. This is the song I'm going to play. I'm going to let Abby hear it, but I'm not letting you guys hear it on the pod.
Wow, exclusive.
Here we go. Here it is.
Insider exclusive.
Here it is.
I love that.
Oh my God. I'm telling you. Imagine
so
that
lit.
lighting that I showed you, right? It is going to be fucking incredible.
Oh,
and it's going to be
lit.
like free workouts all summer. Let's get it.
Wow.
I cannot wait to shoot this. We're going to shoot this.
Let's fucking go.
This month or very beginning of June. So I just showed Abby I just played Abby the music that's going to play on our promo when we launch our at-home workouts this summer. Free at-home workouts, 30 minutes. And then as we do that, we're going to be building the other special workouts for Life at Home, the 5 minutes, the Pilates, the kickboxing, all the specialty exclusive workouts that you have to buy on the app, subscribe on the app for. So I just played Abby the theme music for that. I cannot wait. That's where so many things are going to start to gel together. That's still on.
Okay.
Yeah. Gel together with the podcast.
Yeah.
And Jillian, and there's another person I'm signing a contract with this weekend who's going to be the finance person. So young, vibrant lady who's going to be talking about finances. So we got the finance, we got the business, we got the podcast. Mama's Only is going to come back. So those of you guys who are enjoying almost everything from Life at Home, I want you guys to know, and some of you understand this, that Life at Home is not just a podcast.
Yeah.
We have just been breathing life back into Life at Home through the podcast
podcast
first.
Yeah.
Via the podcast.
I've gotten a lot of people asking me about the workouts when the
Really?
workouts are coming back, and
Okay.
I got a little Pilates army now. So,
Oh,
because I was doing my like really janky ragtag in here with my laptop,
oh, okay,
stuff.
gotcha.
and
Janky ragtag.
and
Is
like
that the name of the
yes,
Janky ragtag?
that was the name of it. And I was doing it every Thursday morning, and I would have like anywhere between 5 and 12 people
Mm-hmm.
tuning in live
Mhm.
with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would have a lot of people asking if I could record them.
Yeah.
And I would, and they would not be good, but
Yeah.
just the audio, everything was terrible, but, but people really liked them. So I feel like once we can put the freaking incredible production behind it, and like, I'm so much better. I have the Pilates now, whereas before it was just the yoga.
Yeah.
It's going to be so lit.
Our at-home workouts before will not compare to what we produce this time.
Yeah.
We will not go backwards.
Yeah.
We will not go backwards. Trust
It's only
me.
up. Only up from here.
Only up from here. So, speaking of,
maybe that's the name of the pot.
only up from here.
Only
We'll
up from
see.
here.
Well, unless something else comes up. I kind of
True.
like that.
Put a pin in it.
Only up from here. Put a pin in it. Speaking of, I wanted to ask you a question. This goes right into, that's so great. Body update.
Okay.
Give me a body update. How are you feeling in your body?
Ooh,
right?
okay.
I'll answer.
Okay.
Currently, I'm at kind of like a B+.
Okay.
But it's also a good B+, because my kind of A- went to a B+ because of rewarding myself. Right? I've been kicking my ass but I'm also kind of like what I said. I'm choosing not to do this chapter of Founder from a like a standoff, not martyr, but lonely place.
Yeah.
I'm also allowing myself to give that. The great thing about being someone that has a regular, focused, routine workout plan, it's that when you do decide to give yourself some freedom, it's a compliment. It's an additive. People, when they say the cheat meal, it's such a negative connotation. Why would you ever call it a cheat meal when you have a sustainable workout routine? That is not a cheat. That is a reward.
Right.
The great thing about, and the reason why I wanted to give her kudos, what was it, Jenny Fit or whatever? It's that every week she'll show her and her boyfriend eating ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like when we really have to understand that when we dedicate ourselves, or when we have enough discipline to have that healthy workout fitness routine,
God.
It is the open door to be able to say, babe, you want to go get pizza tonight?
Yes.
That's what this is all about.
I have recently been thinking about that and feeling that so much, because I work out every day because it feels good for me. I also eat whatever I want. To be completely honest, I do not restrict myself.
Right.
I don't count my calories. I don't count my macros. I don't do any of that shit. I eat when I'm hungry. I stop eating when I'm full. If I'm craving something, I'll eat it. I'm a stickler for ingredients and quality. But other than that, I just eat. I focus on whole foods. That's what I crave. That's all I ever want. I don't crave fast food. I don't crave greasy shit. Like I crave whole foods, and that's what I eat. And I love eating vegetables and, and it's so funny because, I talk to people and I feel myself sometimes being like, oh God, like, do I need to, watch kind of like the amount of calories that I'm eating and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't, because back to your question of like how I feel in my body, I eat a lot. Like I don't even know how many calories I eat, but I'm eating. I don't miss a meal. But I have to, because I work out so much. I teach, like I'm burning calories. Like I need that fuel. It's not about anything else other than like I enjoy eating it and it keeps me going. It keeps my brain going, keeps me sharp. I feel good. Like, and there are times if I do, you know, like forget to eat lunch or something, or I don't, if I'm, and I feel it and I don't feel good if I'm not eating enough. So I feel like the reason I've been feeling good in my body recently is because I'm just really trying to be intuitive about what I'm eating and how I'm moving my body.
I love the fact that you were talking about whole foods and talking about how much you eat, because it is not the reduction that's the answer.
No, never.
It's the correction that's the answer.
100%.
It is the quality of foods.
Yes.
When you really start to understand, and let me simplify it just a little bit. Let me simplify it. When you wrap your head around the distinction between bad quality foods and good quality foods, the answer is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you're using whole foods, it is not pre-prepared. It is not quote unquote processed. It is not packaged. It's also when you walk into the grocery store, what direction are you walking?
Yeah.
You know where the commotion and the sound, when it's loud over here because they got people behind the thing cooking and cutting and slicing and all that kind of thing. But it's quiet over here.
Yeah, you need to walk on the perimeter.
That's right.
Yeah.
We've
talked about this before.
Right.
You can go down the aisles for like olive oil and that type of stuff, but the 85% of your grocery basket should be from the perimeter of the store.
Right. Cook your food and you'll start to realize it's really a time thing. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to get that stop eating kind of thing out of your head.
To retrain.
Here's really the only time stop eating works, or is the answer, in my opinion. Which actually stop. Let me speak carefully. Stop eating is never the answer.
Yeah.
When you've reestablished your baseline of your hardcore workout, meaning lifting heavy shit. Ladies, I'm looking in the camera. I'm talking to you too. When you've gotten to the point to where you know you are lifting a certain amount of weight or pushing your body a certain amount of times a week and fueling it to where you know that you start to feel like you're sustaining. This is now sustaining this. And then you watch and you're intuitive about your body for 3 or 4 months. Then you can calculate and say, I'm going to go here. That gives this a little bit more advantage. It gives that workout. It gives those deadlifts. It gives that sweat. It gives that hit a little bit more advantage, but you're not going here.
Yes. Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Also, I will say for women specifically too, unfortunately, it's going to change on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Because the week before my period, oh my God, I am so hungry. Like it blows my mind every single month. I'm like, how am I still hungry? Like I literally just had a 400 calorie smoothie 30 minutes ago. I'm ravished. Like I'm so hungry. And then there's other times where I don't even I just don't really have an appetite. Like there, and it, cause men's hormonal cycles are 24 hours and women's are like this. And like the amount of food that you have to eat changes, like the calories that you consume, like depending on how much you're working out, there's so much to it. So it's like, obviously establish your baseline, figure out what works for you with your cycle, but also on a daily basis, tap in, figure out how you're feeling, be intuitive, and go from that place as well.
Could not agree more. And I'm glad you pointed that out about women, because your equation is going to be much more advanced than ours.
Yeah.
Right. You guys are doing calculus. We're
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
doing
You're doing 1+1.
1+1. Right.
Yeah.
But no matter how intimidating that may sound, if you're paying attention to it over a couple of span of months, it's the study. It's what are you listening to your body as opposed to listening to Fred, who just got healthy but started an Instagram account.
Totally.
Right.
And also, like, I think for me, something that has been a way for me to think about it is it's almost kind of fun. Like, I'll just be like, I'll wake up and I'll be going throughout my day and I'm just like, I'm really hungry today. Like, my body must be working overtime, whether it's because I'm still burning calories from the 6 p.m. HIIT workout I did last night, or I'm about to get my period. My body's, shedding the uterine lining. Like, there's shit that's going on and my body's asking for food and I have to give it to it. Yeah.
That's a great talk about relationships. That's the best, not the best. That's one of the most important relationships you can have is your relationship to food body.
Yes.
Right. You want to talk about a fucking pyramid?
Yeah.
That's the pyramid you should be.
Yeah.
Like, so you want a boyfriend that listens, right? So does your body. Right. Like, your body is saying, I need you to listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably going to be, if it's this Friday, I'm probably going to be saying the same Friday the next month, right?
Exactly.
Listen to what I'm saying so we can establish the baseline.
Yeah.
And, hunger is a statement. Hunger is a statement, but it's not always saying the same thing.
And it's also like something that I had to learn. Because, I mean, I feel like a lot of people have struggled with this, but I've definitely struggled with, like, my relationship with food, my relationship with my body. Like, it's kind of a given, I feel like, these days, especially for women. And it's like something that I've tried to teach myself is that hunger is like neutral. It's not good or bad.
Right.
So it's like feeling hungry. I used to be like, oh my God. Like, oh my God, like, why am I hungry again? Yeah. But now it's just like, it's neutral and I just need to fuel. Like, and sometimes food is just fuel and sometimes it is a reward and a treat. And like, it can be like, this amazing thing if you allow it to be. And it's tough because whenever you have a complicated relationship with food in moments that you want it to just be celebratory, sometimes it's hard to shift gears from fuel into like, no, I'm eating this because it tastes good. God forbid, and like being able to just be fully in the moment and appreciating food for the sensory experience of it and knowing that the person made it was thinking about, this needs a little bit more salt, it needs a little bit more acidity, and just appreciating that as this artistic experience is incredible. And once you get to that place with food where it can be neutral and it can be fuel, but then it allows space for it to also be this really cool experience.
But also the endorphins and the positivity you get from a HIIT workout, you can get the same when you sit down to eat a meal with that perspective. Because one, it's based on the reward mentality, and two, you're just savoring it. And it's like depositing in all the right parts of your brain. There's much less worry because of the work you put in and the work you've put into your body, but also the mindset, right?
Yes.
Like,
it's not cheating.
It's not cheating. It's
life. Literally, that's what life is all about, is like sitting around a table with people you love and eating good food.
Yeah.
It's not cheating.
It's almost like, you know what talking about cheat meal is? Here's the perfect metaphor. People that use the word cheat meal or even have that kind of perspective. It's the same thing as working a 9 to 5 and feeling negative about vacation.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't want to go on vacation. I don't know what's it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
You go to ADP. There's a reason why there's 15 days of vacation time. You're supposed to take it.
Yeah.
Why else are you doing this?
Yeah.
Why else are you going to the office every single day dealing with fucklehead?
Yeah.
Right. That's fuck and knucklehead combined. Right? There's a reason.
That's
why
my new
would
favorite
you
word.
do all this? And I'm only saying all this because, well, one, I say it's a B plus, mainly because I know that when I get home today, I'm probably gonna take a nap after I drive back, take a nap, and then probably go out and get some sprints and do a little kettlebell, that kind of thing. Because I know, but maybe I shouldn't even call it a B plus, because I don't know if we saw those images of that meal I had the other night.
I know, that's what I was thinking about when I was talking about the chef and like
they and my girl has certain dietary restrictions, and she called because the dietary restrictions that I know that she has, I did the research about these restaurants, and I said, hey babe, what do you think about this one? I think she called ahead and was like, hey, what do you guys cook with the oil? And they only cook with avocado oil, they only cook with olive oil. And she was like, great. She said, great pick, babe. Which is so good when you spend time really, figuring out what's good for someone else. Went there. That dessert, they call it a cheesecake. The whole thing's made out of cashews.
They call it a cheesecake.
they call it a cheesecake, but it wasn't cheesecake.
It was cashew.
Cashew.
Oh, see, I love that.
Oh my! It was so darn good because she doesn't do dairy.
And something else that I have to say too is like, don't be the type of person that's like, oh my God, cashew cheesecake, because there are some, I will die on the hill that gluten-free desserts 85% of the time taste better. I don't know why. I think it's because the flour they use makes it more moist.
Okay.
I prefer a gluten-free dessert, and it has nothing to do with the fact that it's gluten-free. I love gluten. I'm not gluten intolerant.
Right.
Like, it makes me so mad when someone is trying to quite literally yuck my yum whenever I like something and it just happens to be like an alternative. It's not even necessarily healthier. It's just different than, and then people are like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But
you ask them, have you tried it? They go, no.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be like, you might actually like it better.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. That's so funny. Ramon, shout out to Ramon when he was our waiter. Dope waiter. I said, dude, I don't even like cheesecake.
Yeah.
I will destroy 3 more of these. It was so good.
It's funny because Caleb, I've recently learned, and we haven't even talked about this, the fact that I've identified this specifically. Caleb is obsessed with like this very specific type of very healthy dessert that it's not even worth getting into, but like, so I made like a homemade version of this. It was extremely labor intensive, and he like just destroyed it. I was like, okay, I'm not going through this again. I also really liked it, but he was just could not stop eating it. And so I found kind of like a store-bought healthy version from a good brand, and he loves it. But I feel like, maybe a couple years ago, if I would have been like, do you want this dairy-free, seed oil free shit, all that, he would have been like, what? But he loves it
because of time spent. And he found a girl that he knows is making him better.
Yes.
So
and he trusts me. And something that I used to tell him whenever we first started dating is like, I would make him food, and almost like a chef on Top Chef would. I would explain everything that was in it, because I'm like, I want you to know what's on your plate.
Yeah.
I want you to know what you're putting in your body, because, depending on, maybe you don't feel great after it, and maybe it's because you have an intolerance. Like, you just don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's important to know what you're putting in your body, the ingredients. And at one point, he just goes, as long as you think it's good for me, you don't even like, I trust you. And
trust earned.
Yes, trust earned. He's like, he's like, you're good. And so sometimes yesterday I bought some soup from Whole Foods, and we were eating it for lunch. And he's like, "Is this broth healthy?" I was like, "Yeah." I just said, "Yeah." And then
Is
he
this
goes,
broth healthy?
I think he was like trying to decide if he was gonna like slurp the rest of the broth or not. And he just like
Oh,
he
that's
just like
so...
he just wanted to know if it was like a good
Could
for
I
you
do
soup
this?
or like a bad for you soup. And I was
Yeah.
like, no, it's a healthy soup.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that. I loved those pictures. That's when I messaged you. I was like, oh, we got some shit to catch up on.
You weren't talking about the meal, though.
I wasn't. No, because I could tell it was the picture that she took of you from your.
But you didn't know that before on the other photos?
You didn't. I mean, I saw the arm, the soft launch. I saw your soft launch. It's nothing's getting past me.
That's funny. That
and then I saw it on your side. I was like, okay, she took that picture. That's so sweet.
Yeah, that was fun. That was great meal, guys. Treat yourself. It's just, yeah. I think we killed it. Just checking with your body. I think this started with like a body check-in.
Yeah.
It's
a good question.
But
new segment? We don't need any new segments.
No new segments.
No.
We don't need new segments.
We haven't even gotten into it.
We haven't even gotten to our cold open.
Okay.
All right, cold open. Your turn. Ready? No, I asked you first this time. Let's see. Cold open. Who sparked the most joy or the most interesting challenge in your world over the last 7 days?
Pass.
What did the world teach you this week that you weren't necessarily looking to learn?
Pass.
What's one decision, big or small, that you've been circling this week but haven't quite landed the plane on yet?
Pass.
Was there a moment this week where you felt truly seen by a stranger, a friend, or even yourself? What's the context?
Pass.
What's one thing you did this week purely because you wanted to, not because it was on your to-do list or part of the ambition plan?
Pass.
You answered that one.
I only have one more.
One more. What's one thought or question that's been on a loop in your head all week that you're finally ready to put down?
Okay, I guess I got to smash that one.
We need to figure out something. We need to figure out something when you can't answer.
Yeah.
What do we do when
we can't answer?
When we can't answer. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
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 Okay. If you can't answer,
I'm scared.
You have to. We'll do a truth or dare.
Okay.
But it's never a dare.
Okay.
Truth or dare, never a dare.
Truth or truth?
Truth or truth. Okay, truth or truth.
Truth or truth?
Truth or truth. Is there something you're doing right now that you wish you weren't doing?
Oh. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Are you okay talking about it on the podcast?
Yeah. I'm just trying to decide. There's a couple things. I'm trying to decide I would say I am.
Like, what's the thing that you really know you should dump, like get rid of, stop doing?
Yeah. It's like really bad. Like, I'm so
Abby,
addicted to my phone.
You what?
I'm so addicted to my phone.
Abby.
What?
You don't, that's not you. Well, let me say.
What do you mean? That's not the answer you wanted?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's surprising to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I need to stop. Because it's taking me away from who I want to be, you know? Like,
you're too much of a high caliber person.
Exactly. It's bringing down my vibration.
Yeah. Too much of a high caliber person to not want those other calibers, because somebody like you, if they can get a handle on that,
I know
your potential, right?
Exactly.
Now the funny thing is, last podcast you said something about, people that are on social as much as both of us. Yeah. I was like, no, I don't know.
Chronically
I don't know
online.
if I'm honest. Huh?
Chronically online.
Yeah, I'm not chronically online. I'm not chronically online.
Okay.
I'm a founder of a company. Well, see, that's the thing too. Sorry, you do all those things. You don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think it depends on, when I say chronically online, I
do you take it into the bathroom?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do too. But sometimes I'll tell myself, don't really, really, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say when I say chronically online, that term mostly I identify with being like, if I'm able to talk to you about stuff that's been talked about online and we both know about it. Whether or not it's like the amount of time you spend on social media and more about just like you're kind of up to date on the trends and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But so I will say I don't scroll on TikTok anymore.
Okay.
Because I don't know how I would do anything else. Like TikTok is its own beast.
There's 2 questions that will really, really gauge the craziness.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
And this is a micro start to the question.
Okay.
Is your phone in your bed when you wake up? Is your phone reachable?
It's on my nightstand, yeah.
Do you check? Do you open up social media before you get out of bed?
Yes.
That's bad.
I know.
Abby.
I know. And that's why we literally have a brick. And I've talked about it before. Yeah. And I used to brick my phone at like 9 p.m. and then I wouldn't brick it. I wouldn't unbrick until like 9 a.m. when I got out of bed. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I'm just like, I think it is because of one of the accounts that I manage.
Yeah.
Is I do feel the need to check that constantly.
Like analytics or comments or.
Yes. And like we're getting a lot of, like I need to repost if we get tagged and stuff.
Right.
And like, it's been reiterated to me that that's extremely important. And so it's almost kind of like my job's on the line in a way where if like and I know that that's an excuse, but like in a way it's like, I really do need to be checking it like on.
Not true.
I need to be checking.
Because you have how long?
I have 24 hours.
Yeah, right.
But then other people also have access to the account. So I'm like, I don't want someone to be like, oh, this was posted like 10 hours ago and she like hasn't, you know what I mean? And I know that that's an unhealthy dynamic in general.
Right.
And 100% doesn't matter if I were to just brick my phone at night. So that's the answer to the question. And I've talked about it before and I haven't done anything about it. So I just really need to stop doing that.
Can I tell you something that kind of blends into the last podcast?
Yeah.
This young lady that I'm seeing, she stayed over and she goes, okay, show me your routine. Show me your morning routine. You know, before either of us grab the phone.
Yeah.
Which is normally. Is
this going to be a flex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Subtle flex.
Sat down, both got water. Both stretched. Sat down. I grabbed my word search.
Oh my God.
Wait, I grabbed my word search book. She sits down, puts her legs up on top of me, puts her arm around me. We do the word search together.
That's sweet.
We do the word search together.
It's very wholesome.
Abby, she's like, that's very fucking wholesome. Wait.
Meanwhile, I'm like in my bed,
let me tell you,
scrolling,
this
just
is
doom scrolling.
One of the best feelings I've ever had in my life. When we're doing it, we're almost like I'm gonna beat you. I'm totally gonna find these better than you, and just like you're doing it, and I'm just like kicking her butt.
Yeah.
And you're in my mind, I'm like, oh, she's really not that interested, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
She's just showing that she appreciates it, and then she goes, found one.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Oh, that's so and then I said, okay. She's like, well, what do you do next? And I said, well, I do my box breathing. So we put it down. We sit at
I cannot. You guys are insufferable.
We sit at the edge of the thing and we do box breathing for like 5 minutes. And then Abby, I'm just like, sold.
And then you read your Bible. And then you pray.
And then we pray. But it was.
And then you go to the soup kitchen.
It was that.
No, that's great. I really do love that.
And, but that's something that I've done. And if I do it, sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. to go to the bathroom, and I want to check the score, see who's winning the game.
Yeah.
I'll allow myself that. And if I find myself, I'm like, okay. And if I find myself starting to scroll, there's no way I'm picking it up at 4.
Oh yeah. That's something I don't do. I don't
wake up in the middle.
If I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep, I will like read.
Gotcha,
so I have that. Yeah. And something that's actually, I'm just going to talk about now. It was going to be my recommendation, but something that I recently did, thanks to my mom, is my mom has the New York Times subscription.
Okay.
And I don't know if she pays extra for it or it's just like a thing now, but it's like a family one. And so she just gave me access to, and so now I have, and I don't know why I've never paid for this because I've thought about it so many times and it's not that expensive, but now it's like opened up this whole new world for me. So the other morning I literally like pulled up the New York Times and like read the front page of the newspaper because they have like the PDF that you can read.
Yeah.
So I read that, and then I've already cooked 3. I got the New York Times recipe app. And so I've already cooked 3 things from, I have some cookies. I'll give you one before you leave.
I saw those.
They're ginger brownie cookies. Really good.
Okay.
And they also have the games. They have the New York Times games. And so Caleb and I used to do do them every night. Yeah. They have a mini crossword, a MIDI crossword, and then the full crossword.
Yeah.
And then they have just like a bunch of other games similar to kind of, whatever word search. And so we used to do it every night before bed, and it was like a fun little routine, and then we just got away from it. But now we have access to all of them. And so we've started doing that again. So I feel like that can kind of be my solve for this, is like if I feel the urge to pick up my phone and do something, I can just go and just do like a New York Times game or something like that. Because if you solve the morning thing, then it's not, then you don't feel so bad about the day. Like if you solve the morning and the night thing, right before bed, it's like 30 minutes before bed, put this motherfucker over here. Yes.
Then throughout the day, it's just like, well, it doesn't matter because I
had a win.
Yes.
Right, and that's how it starts. Yeah.
And the worst one is the morning.
Yeah.
Because it's almost
that's how
like
you're starting your day. You feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally, honestly, that was yesterday morning. I picked up my phone and the first thing I see was a comment shitting on me.
Oh my God.
And I literally had thought, I was like, why did I start my day like that?
Yeah.
It was a terrible way to start my day. Someone just being like, you suck.
Yeah.
So
which really in the craziest thing is like, they probably decide to comment that after they see something that they wish they saw in themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And like, I can acknowledge that 100% and still be like, damn, that kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Did it just get like dark in here?
Yeah, because outside got darker, I think.
Oh, okay.
There's like every now and then that the thing on the
light,
side. Yeah, it did. All right. Well,
that's a good. I like that.
Yeah.
That if we can't answer.
Yeah, if you can't answer truth or truth. Okay. Now it's your time to. I got to see if I don't even know if I can answer those.
Okay. Who sparked the most joy or the most interesting challenge in your world over the last 7 days?
I mean, that's an easy.
You already talked about your morning routine with your girl, so
okay,
you can't.
Okay, pass.
What did the world teach you this week that you weren't necessarily looking to learn?
Pass. I answered that one last episode.
What is one decision, big or small, that you've been circling this week but haven't quite landed the plane on yet?
I'm going to pass.
Was there a moment this week where you felt truly seen by a stranger, friend, or even yourself? What was the context?
Stranger, friend. Okay, can I mix it? Can I remix it just a tad?
Sure, just because I
failed.
Yeah,
no.
failed.
Yesterday, the company that I work for that I'm using money to fund LYFE at Home. There was a job shadower. One of the guys that works on a different floor, his 14-year-old daughter came in and shadowed most of the marketing team, right?
Okay.
And she sat down in one of our campaign ideating, like campaign creation, meetings. And this young girl just was so, and I was so animated with her. I was just like being laughable. I make all the meetings fun and things like that. And I was making her feel celebrated and things like that. But she, in the middle of these campaigns, I said an idea for the campaign, and it really hit the room. And then she was like, "What also you could do this, blah blah blah." And she was like, and I said, "Who are you?" And you can see her kind of
You're
just
like, "Give this girl a job."
I'm just like, that's literally what I said. I was like, "Do you want a job?" And everybody starts to crack up, kind of thing, like, because I just walked away. She just like took up space, and at 14, it's like my took up space in a way that my 17-year-old nephew. I have a young niece that would do the same thing. That's like this young girl. I was like, are y'all seeing this?
Yeah.
She had an idea that was fucking great.
Yeah.
In a room full of 30-year-old and up marketing execs, she did this idea that was so on point that I was like, that is great. And then afterwards, then after the meeting, it was her time to shadow me, and I brought her into this big studio room, and I showed her these commercials that Spike Jonze did with FKA Twigs for Apple a very long time ago. And I showed her, he also did a new commercial for On Running with Zendaya. And I showed her this. I was like, and there was like the behind the scenes making of the commercials. And I showed her like, this is what you have to fall in love with, the process and the choreography and things like that. And she just got it. Yeah. And I was like, you need to think about, because she was deciding whether or not she wants to go into the creative world or into the veterinary world. I was so ridiculously impressed. So it's not so much that she saw me, but I saw myself in her. Yeah. I was like, when I was your age, I was trying to let her know you're different. Yeah. Yeah. Girl, you are different. The way that she like didn't cower. Yeah. And like.
And the fact that, because we've talked about this before, that will stick with her. The fact that she had the power in that room, and that you gave her the space and celebrated her. Yeah. That at that age is so transformative.
I hope so. Because that girl, I was like, you should be. And then I started talking, after I showed her the commercial, I started looking up the amount. She was like, how much did this cost? I said, millions of dollars. She's like, no. I was like, yeah. Yeah. I said, Apple probably told Spike Jonze, who filmed Her and did all the movie Her. I said, they probably gave him a blank check. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to like Zendaya and all these type of things, like it's just when they go find you, they tell you to tell them how much it is. Yeah. A company like that, right? And so I'm just letting her know, like, this is not just the creative world. This is a world where people make bank. Yeah. And so she was so I felt really good. There's a movie. So two of my favorite directors in the world are Spike Jonze and Lisa Cholodenko. Lisa Cholodenko made a film called High Art that just destroyed me many years ago. She also made a movie called The Kids Are All Right. And it's really, if I remember correctly, a movie about, adults dealing with their shit based on like pretending so much that the difficulty that they're having is like because of the kids. Oh, when all reality is like, the kids are all right. Get your shit together, right? Yeah. At the end of the day, that's how I felt. That phrase kept popping into my head. The kids are all right. Yeah. If that's an example of what we have, man, I felt so good. So she was dope. She was absolutely dope. That was good for me to see. Yeah. As a creative professional. Yeah. So, all right, that was
it. That was our segment.
That was our cold open.
Cold open, yeah.
Yep. Now we have matter of fact.
Yes.
Okay. My fact for episode 12, by the way, this is episode 12.
Oh, wow.
Right. My fact is the second act career trail. People in their 30s to 60s are completely redefining midlife. Instead of a hard stop at 65, the 2026 trend is a career trail off, where professionals pursue entirely new second act ambitions they previously put off. Did you know that forecasters are now calling this the new young? As generational cliches are being shattered by 50-year-olds launching tech startups and 30-year-olds taking literary sabbaticals. Okay? This is what I wanted to bring up in regards to that. I think at some point we need to realize that the whole script needs to flip, right? Where in the 20s and the 30s, it's about grinding and hitting it and hustling and getting the career, blah, 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 blah. But when you really think about it, if you're focused on making sure that this instrument is as well taken care of as possible, and it's going to take much more of this. It's going to take adults like us, when we get even older, telling young adults, explore differently in your 20s. Because when we came up, you had to have it solved by 40. When I was a kid, when someone said 40, Jamie Foxx said this thing where he needs to stop going. You know who Jamie Foxx is?
Yeah.
The actor, musician, like God. He said he needs to stop going to clubs and stop acting so young, because he said he pulled up to a club and the girls outside the club said, Jamie Foxx. He goes, what's up? They said, we go to school with your daughter. He goes, oh, right. Then he's in the club and the girls were all on top of him or whatever. And then it's like, how old are you? And he goes, 49. She goes, oh my God. She said, can't you die from 49? Right. So when we're coming up, 40s was the thing that it sounded like 80.
Yeah. Well, I remember when my dad turned 40 and they threw this whole party for him, and it was the over the hill party. Why do they call it that?
Oh my gosh. Well, because it's halfway to 80.
And then you die?
And right. That's not
like, I remember being in his office after the party, and there was this balloon in his office that said over the hill. And I remember being like, why? What hill?
Yeah.
And you're over it now?
Yeah. What does that mean?
What's on the other side?
Is this a good thing?
Yeah.
Or are you going to fall? Or
right.
Right. Is it down here from now?
Yeah.
So I think that we have to start talking to young adults, saying, explore differently. Don't try to find the final boss.
Only up from here.
Only up from here. Did we say this in the beginning?
Yeah. And I said that's
totally it. Only up from here. Totally. So my thing is, it's like, if you're really smart and you really start to understand where health is going, you can start to understand that you can make bigger life/career decisions in your 40s, in your 50s.
Yes.
If you're taking, and you get to answer the questions in your 20s and 30s. It's almost just like what I was talking about with knowing what I want.
Mm-hmm.
The great thing about, and we'll get into,
if there's one thing about us, we'll get into it.
We'll get into it, right? Like, look, like I think people out there, if you find your person, that's fine. I think you should also understand. I think people should also be more open to age differences. Be more open to, and I'm saying that so I think, should I say this? I think women should be much more open. I think women should.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Let me see how this rolls off my tongue. I think women should date older for what they need, and I think they should date younger for what they want.
Okay. I mean, I hear what you're saying.
Or at least be more open to it.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, because men mature so much slower. So it's like
100%.
So it's like, a 25-year-old woman intellectually is going to be matched with, like, let's be honest, a 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Not saying that should be the age difference, but like, if you're 25 and you're dating another 25-year-old, you are leaps and bounds. Talk about being over the hill.
So okay, right.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying
intellectually.
is, as a woman in your 20s and 30s, if you're exploring, I don't want you to think that just because you hit your 40s, if you decide to like not have kids or whatever, that it's no longer time to have fun.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
I think that you should, and I don't think that, especially when you went out to like find yourself.
Yeah.
Like not so much don't give your, okay, now I'm getting closer to what, don't use your 20s and your 30s, don't waste your fucking 20s and your 30s on some knucklehead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go find you, right? Go find you. And then when you're mid 30s to late 30s, you can find an older gentleman, right? Or if that's not your case, since you did so much work on finding yourself, now you can have fun.
Yeah.
Date younger, but you're so in tune to where you are. Now you've got boundaries to where that fun is done. Because when you're younger, you're confusing that fun as to something you need to tie down.
100%.
Which shouldn't be the case,
yes.
right? So I'm trying to glue both sides together, right? So understand that there's more for you to do in the career space as you get older. If you are taking care of yourself, taking care of, 50s and 60s, that is, bro, there's some badass 60-year-olds out here. There's some crusty motherfucking 60-year-olds out here. It's your choice.
Yes.
Outside of disease, outside of things that you can't handle.
Yeah.
It is your choice.
Yeah.
65-year-old, there's some hot, gorgeous, intelligent, 65-year-olds that have their shit together because they took care of your taste. Yes. And then you can look to the left and see somebody at the same age that looks 20 years older and their body's broken down, 50% more. So career and personal life wise, this whole second act can be great for people who are willing to do the work that allows their body to still be present and active in that moment. And then on the personal side, and the reason I said women, because whenever you see the dude dating a younger person, nobody says anything about it.
Yeah.
But when you see a woman dating a younger person, there's always these like behind the door conversations and things like that. I'm telling women, fuck all that conversation.
Yeah.
If you wanted to search yourself during your 20s and your 30s, and then you've got these great business professional plans, but you want to have a little fun, I'm saying have your fun with these younger dudes. But do it in a space to where you can tell them, this goes back to a couple episodes ago, okay, you can go now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that
reminds me of Samantha from Sex and the City.
Yeah, right. She
is like
right.
Yeah, she did that. That's her. She's like a badass.
Exactly. So I just think we need to think differently about these like preconceived notions about age and career. Like I wish the fact that my mom lost her job recently, if she was in a different space physically, it would mean something completely different.
Yeah.
It would be a completely different story. So
I feel like I've seen so much of that. One of my best friends, her mom is like in her second act and literally like has started a completely new business, has started hiking, like did like the El Camino trail. One of the ladies that comes to my Pilates classes, I was talking to her after class on Wednesday for like an hour, and just like I learned so much about her, and I learned that she the reason she stayed, she was like, hey, do you mind if I use the mirrors in here for a couple minutes? I want to practice a dance move. And I was like, period. Like, go off, queen. And so she's in there. And I was like, what dance move? Like, what's this for? And she was like, oh, well, I joined a dance group. Like, I take a clogging class. And I was like, oh, tell me about it. So she is in this clogging class with a bunch of like 15-year-old girls. And she's the only woman. And she said that there was a adult group, but she was like, honestly, they like weren't really my vibe. I wanted to be with the younger girls. And so she asked if she could join. So she's in this dance group with her daughter. And she said that, and literally the dance move that she showed me, it was basically a pop, lock, and drop it. And I was like, I'm obsessed with this. She looks so good. And she has like, her oldest son's about to go to college. I was like, I would have had no clue. I'm like, you look like you're 30. Like, she is incredible. So I love that you don't, age is but a number.
Age is but a number, and the opportunity, and I think the way we're the conversation around it is changing.
Yeah.
I think we need to be more, like you said, 60-year-olds starting tech startups. There's probably going to be VCs and angel investors that are going to be looking for older founders now, right?
Yeah.
And if that conversation is changing, then we need to have more conversations about, is it Samantha's?
Yeah.
Samantha's. We need like, ladies, rock out.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Doc had some Samanthas when he was younger, and I have like profound respect for those moments.
Yeah.
What they taught me, what I got from them, how those ladies had their boundaries, even when they were like, okay, bye, enough now. So
yeah,
I think the whole concept around age just needs to happen, but it doesn't happen. It does not happen unless you put in the time.
Yeah,
it does not. Your second act is going to be a crusty ass act if you don't put in the time to like have your mental and your physical space
be there for it.
Be there for it. I like the way you put that. So
yeah, I've started speaking of social media. Since I do spend so much time on it, I've been trying to make it a more positive space. And I actually have been following like some older influencers.
Oh, yeah.
And there's this one lady, she's probably 60, 55. And she's incredible. Like, her energy is, she'll do these like get unready with me things where she like takes off all of her jewelry and makeup and stuff. And she's like, heck yeah, I wear a shit ton of eyeliner. It makes me feel so good about myself. And she's like, I don't care if you don't like it. And her energy is so the opposite of these other young influencers that are like trying to be everything to everybody. And she's no substance. She's just like, I don't give a fuck. I've lived my life.
There you go.
And she just has so much substance to her. And I'm like, this is what I need to be consuming. Like, I can learn from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig that. Completely dig that. All right. Your fact.
So this was actually a request from somebody for us to talk about.
A request fact?
Yeah.
Request. That's interesting.
I requested, because someone asked if I had heard about it, and I was like, no, I haven't. They were like, you should talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. So I don't know a lot about it, but looks maxing. Have you heard of this?
Looks maxing?
Looks maxing.
I have a lot of assumptions in my head right now, but I'll let you finish.
It's a viral trend where mostly young men are treating their faces and bodies like optimization projects, analyzing jawlines, eye angles, and even attempting DIY bone smashing, all in the belief that they can mathematically hack attractiveness, even though experts say it often leads to anxiety, body dysmorphia, and risky behavior.
They're doing this physically to themselves?
Yes. And it's interesting because I've noticed, have you heard like mewing? Mewing?
Like making your mouth look like you're saying mew?
I don't really know where it came from, but over the last 2 or 3 years, I have not, like, people are just telling me about these things, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. But it was my old company, one of the guys that worked there, he had a 10-year-old son, and they would always make fun of me in the office for being like the Gen Z.
Right.
And they would always try to be like acting like they knew stuff and asking if I knew about it. And so he would be like, okay, Abby, here's one for you. Do you know what mewing is? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. I think it's literally like this thing that you can do with your jaw to like basically suck it in and make it look like you have like a snatched jawline. And it's called
like
kind of, yeah. And then I think there's something that do not quote me on this, but something that mostly boys, and it's weird because it's boys, are like doing this thing where it's like there might even be like a little thing that you do kind of like this, like
with their hand,
like with their hand to be like, I don't know, I need to look into it, but yeah, I'm actually just gonna look it up really quick. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I've seen a very, very, very popular person's son do this in all of his photos.
Okay, then yeah.
I think
it's a tongue posture and nasal breathing thing to make your
jawline.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like you like suck your lip, you suck your tongue in. That person's doing it? Yeah. Oh wait, but that's before and after. That's a different age. But yeah, it's like something that you can do over time to like snatch your jawline. And something I've just noticed with like my brother's age, they're obsessed with their jawline. And like and it's like this whole thing of looks maxing, like maximizing your looks in a way that, and it's has like a term, whereas women just have always had these beauty standards, and now men are like making it a thing as if they invented it. Yeah. But I'm just like, what is this? And everybody at the table was shocked that I hadn't heard about this, and I was like, I don't know.
There's so many things going on in my head right now. Okay. I am okay with young men taking pride in how they look and how they present, because some of y'all look like y'all have never seen soap.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with, but there's so much artificial action towards ends that actually can never change.
Right.
There's nothing you're ever going to do with your tongue that's you know what that is? That's like when people say, can I spot reduce by doing abs?
Right.
That's the equivalent,
exactly,
right? There's nothing you can do. What I would love is to hear more about young men doing something that builds their self-esteem so they can get used to like loving the thing that they actually are.
Yes.
But there's nothing wrong with, and I do this, my nephews, this is something I love about my nephews. My nephews love it when I come over and talk to them about hygiene.
Yeah.
Because when Uncle Daniel comes, he's got this high quality soap and this like when I show them about like charcoal scrubs and things like that, they're like, Uncle Daniel, what is this?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the bathroom with them, a 15, 16-year-old boy, which is the weirdest age,
like
right?
Skincare with them.
I'm doing skincare routines. They're like, and they're trying to be hard, but then you see, like, hold out your hand, you put something and I rub it in your face.
And they smell
and they go like this, and they go like this, and they go,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that shit's good, right?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. And then you're hanging with them like, Uncle Daniel, can I use some of your lotion? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That whole thing, I think men need to do that with men much more often.
Totally, yeah.
My dad would never did that with me. He might say, go brush your teeth and go to bed.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But like teaching young men about, one of the best things I did recently, I showed my nephews how to wear cologne. And they were like,
oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh. They're like, I'm like, relax.
Yeah.
And do the thing where they do it in the air and walk through it. It was like, first of all, that's not enough. Like,
Yeah.
But I was like, where should you put cologne on?
Yeah.
And I said, they were like, Uncle, and I said, right here. They're like, what are you talking about? I said, hug me. What?
Yeah.
And like, hug me.
Yeah.
And I made my nephews hug me, and he hugged me, and I said, where's your fucking nose?
Right.
Right here. And then they go, oh,
yeah.
right. So I think that there are so many. The reason why you're saying all this about the tongue and all that kind of thing, and I'm being reserved because in my mind, the 44-year-old dude from Alabama wants to say, "What the fuck is wrong with these guys?"
Right.
But I'm trying to have a little bit of grace because there's so much more that young men need to learn
before that,
and I don't want to discourage, right? Because
and I think that's a really. I didn't have any plan for where to take this conversation. I'm glad you took it there because I didn't.
No, but I'm glad you brought that up
because it's like my thing is when you're talking about being in, like, honestly, just being in the bathroom, like I have so many memories of like my mom, like, you know, being in the bathroom with my mom and she's like straightening her hair, she's blowing out her hair, she's, you know, doing mascara, and I'm like, I was watching her and she was teaching me things like, you know, showing me how to shave my legs, like those types of things. And it's a lot more of an intimate, like mom-daughter moment that women a lot of times have more often than men. Whereas a lot of times it's like, here, go do it. Yeah. Literally brush your teeth and go to bed. Yeah. And it's very private. And so men are like, I'm not saying that women don't have these moments too, but like, you know, young boys standing in the bathroom looking at themselves being like, what's going on with my body? They have so many questions. Like they're not talking about it with each other.
100%.
Women, like, you know, it's almost women at least we have each other to be able to kind of confide in and like talk about our periods and all this stuff. Whereas I feel like boys are just thrown to the wolves and they're not given any resources or tools on how to figure out their hygiene, their self-esteem, what's going on in their bodies. And so it's so private, and that's where bad things happen, is in the dark.
100%. When I was coming up, it was like, if you're in a group of 7 dudes, don't bring it up because the objective is to crack on somebody, right?
Yes.
And everybody's like, and then you get along with one of them. It's like, well, so what is, how do you, like that kind of thing?
Yes.
The great thing that I see.
It's always like when the lights go off at a sleepover. Like, for women, like for girls, that's how it would, like, that's when we would like whenever we didn't have to look at each other anymore. But I feel like boys, it's so different. I don't know.
Yeah. One thing I look at my nephews now. One of my nephews is a freshman in college, and my other, you know, I would, over the summer, I stayed with my mom after I left Charlotte, and I would take my pick my nephew up and take him to school every single day. And on the way back, I would stop to go get some food for dinner or whatever. And he goes, "Uncle Daniel, you mind can I get some face wash? Can I go get my face wash that I like?" I'm like, absolutely, man. Like, young men having a brand that they like, but he said, I think he says like, it's kind of expensive. And I said, good.
It should be
good. You know what I mean? And like, as opposed to getting that sugary ass suave over there that tastes like bubble gum or it smells like bubble gum, like having some appreciation and then like going into
and owning it.
Yeah. Going into the room and like seeing them lay out their things. And now young men are doing things to where they, you know, they're taking care of their dreads and they sleep with bonnets and shit like that. I love. I absolutely love all that. But you know, that to me is the quick fix.
Yeah.
Let me do this. Yeah.
That is the looks maxing and all of this is the, what's the word? It's the output. It's the problem that everything we just talked about created. That's why we're there, is because we haven't talked to boys about looks and hygiene and confidence and all of that stuff. And so now they're resulting to this quick fix, super body dysmorphic, extremely toxic, very dangerous behavior because they don't have the tools.
Just the name of it.
Yeah.
Maxing.
And it's interesting. My sister read this book called, I want to say it's called like Boy Mom or something about that. And it's this whole, I actually kind of want to read it. I mean, she is a boy mom, so it made sense for her to read it. But she was explaining it to me, and just how even like the books that are targeted towards little boys versus little girls, and obviously the boy books are about construction, but it goes beyond that because in the book, the construction vehicles are always very masculine and their objective is to fix something and, you know, whereas and there's no talk about feelings. It's very, you know, there's an objective, action oriented. Yeah. Whereas the girl books are oftentimes about, you know, the bunny and the bunny got its feelings hurt. And so women from birth are taught to be empathetic and understand people's feelings, whereas boys are. So the psychology behind all of that is very interesting, and there is a way more to that. But
you're 100% right. The more I hear you speak, the more I'm like motivated to like find a way to address this, either through what I do or through Life at Home. It's so
because when you talk
necessary.
about how you interact with your nephews, like that's so incredible that they have that, but a lot of people don't have that.
It's
most boys don't.
It's an epidemic when it comes to.
It really is.
And
the fact that because whenever they were talking about it last night, the looks masking, I was like, I don't know what that is. And then when I looked up, I was like, oh, this is just with boys.
Yeah.
Like girls, I mean, girls are doing their gua sha and whatever, but that's like Chinese medicine and that's actually okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's sad and interesting.
I love to see men, like when they're doing their kind of look of the day, when they just set one of my old guys from my old company, and he sets the phone down, just look and just like appreciate what he's wearing today. Like I love that. Like men can take more care or with
and they're not being made fun of as much anymore for caring about their style.
100%. So I'm so glad you brought that up. That's so necessary.
You can thank our listeners for giving.
Hey, listeners, thanks for the suggestion. That was great. Now we have a question. I think we're going into Mom's question.
Mom's question.
Mom, I'm kind of scared.
No, it's a good one. It's lighthearted.
Okay. Here we go.
She said, viewer question. What are your top 2 or 3 most memorable television theme songs?
Oh gosh, that is such a great freaking question. That's such a great question. Okay. This is very easy for somebody because I believe I came up if there was a sweet spot for television sitcoms where, see, nowadays, that's such a good question. So nowadays, if you look at things like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, The Morning Show, Ozark, things like that, the opening is much more visual.
Yes.
It's like
the jingles aren't.
It's taking much more time in design, which is great. I love the fact that
it's like Severance. Like this,
I haven't seen
the
that.
Severance. Oh my gosh, you should just watch the Severance. Opening.
Yeah.
Like sometimes after you watch it, you'll watch shows, you'll skip over them. I watch the Severance one every single time because it's so cool. But I couldn't tell you what this audio was.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Even because like Walking Dead, over the years, the visual would change. Like over seasons, the visual would change. Ozark, it opens up with like this clue. And if you look at it, it tells you what's going to happen. They're just like images, like 4 images.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, it'll tell you what's going to happen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And so I think studios are putting much more into how the openings look. Back then, it was like, who are you getting to write the song?
Yes, and it would just be clips from the show.
From the show, right?
Yeah.
And the person would come turn around like this.
Yeah.
that would be
yeah.
That would be the
like
right.
Like in Full House, when they like opening something, like getting something out of the fridge and just like
whatever happened to predictability?
Yeah,
the milkman, the paperboy, the evening TV. Yeah, see, that is where I would put that up there. I hate Bill Cosby was a massive idol of mine. I actually raised money I raised 15 grand from an individual donor investing in a brand that I was building many years ago because I had a meeting with her and I said, I want to become the next Bill Cosby. This is before we learned about all the nasty shit. Kind of bullshit that he went to. So I'm not saying this because of him, but I'm saying it because of the actual show, all the people that Bill Cosby's the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
The Cosby Show themes is hands down the most popular music based because you had like Bobby McFerrin.
Yeah, it's like epic.
Yeah, it's ridiculously epic. So I would say the Cosby Show. I'd say like Full House. I'd say Saved by the Bell.
What's that?
When I wake up in the morning and the love is morning, I think I'll never make it on time. By the time I get my books and I give myself a look, I'm up in the morning just in time to see the fly by. It's all right, because I'll see by the day.
Oh!
And the teacher got the test. I know I'm in a mess and my dog and I went home like last night. Writing on my chair, she don't know that I'm there. If I can make it in the morning, it'll be all right.
This is what my mom wanted whenever she asked this. That's great.
So that's Saved by
okay,
the
so those
Bell.
are your three: Saved by the Bell, Bill Cosby, Cosby Show, and
Saved by the Bell, Bill Cosby,
Full House.
Full House. There's something I'm missing. There's something I'm missing that I'm gonna regret.
I think I might have it. Well, my answers might be different than yours.
So yeah.
For some reason, and it's funny because Caleb and I just talked about this, and so I know it might be a universal experience for people our age. The Proud Family.
The Proud Family?
Yes. It was a show on, was it Nickelodeon or Disney?
I don't think I've ever heard of The Proud Family.
That theme song is so good.
It's a kid show?
Yeah, it was like a kid show, a cartoon.
Oh, okay. I've never seen this. Okay.
And Proud Family, they'll push your buttons, make you wanna hug 'em. Family.
You do have a voice.
I told you.
You do have a voice. Okay.
And it comes out during the Proud Family theme song. No,
let's go.
And it's so funny because Caleb and I were talking about it, and we were singing it together, and then he's singing it, and then I was like, at that part, he's like, yeah, that part, and it was visually and like, oh my God,
The
so
Proud
good.
Family. All right, I may have to go back and
yeah, just watch that one. I could sing it from start to finish.
There's
so good.
another one that the Brady Bunch.
Oh yeah.
The Brady Bunch.
Oh
It's
yeah. Iconic.
Okay. I gotta put that up way up there.
Yeah.
I don't want to look any up. I would want it to come to me.
Yeah,
the Brady Bunch. A Different World. A Different World was a spinoff, kind of a spinoff of the Cosby Show.
I was gonna say Friends.
Oh, that's massive.
Yeah.
That's massive. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I know before I even seen. It's funny because I'm actually watching that. That's one of the things I'm doing to make money for Life at Home. If I still have to do it, I'm watching those.
Yeah. Wait, you're watching what? Friends?
I'm reacting to Friends in in two other shows. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm putting that.
Yeah.
That's in the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's.
But
good.
yeah, I knew that before I even. Seen.
And it's good. Like it's good whenever there's Scrubs, like shows that.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't watch the show, you know the song.
Yeah.
And you can connect it.
Yeah.
And then personally, Survivor. There's no words.
I can hear it now.
Yeah.
I can hear it now.
And they have all the contestants like flashing on the screen, and it's like
now.
a moment, and it's like them in action.
I've never seen an episode of Survivor, but I've heard the trailer before.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
So I just had, of course, that's for me. But
Abby, I'm so glad that you were right about your voice.
I told you.
You actually can carry
I told you. Yeah, no.
No. That all right. I stand corrected. That's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right. Great question.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa. We are at the end. Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made it.
We made it. All right.
We said we would be quick, and we were.
But quick question. Coachella. Are you a festival person? I've just been seeing a lot about it. I've been hearing a lot about it. Are you a festival person?
Funny that you ask, because I historically have not been a festival person, but I should have acted on it. I the other morning was about to like buy tickets last minute to Coachella weekend 2 and just like go to Coachella by myself. I didn't tell any. Actually, I did text my friends and I was like, I texted my 2 friends that will sometimes be spontaneous with me. And I was like, in all seriousness, I found a place. I looked at flights. We can do it for under $2,000. And one of my friends was like, if I didn't have
each?
my,
oh well, yeah, probably each, yeah.
Well, the tickets weren't that expensive. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like we could have stayed in Palm Springs for like 4 nights, gotten a direct flight, and the Coachella tickets for like $1,500 or something like that.
Okay.
And my one friend was like, I actually totally would, but I have my annual company party that I can't miss or something. And then of course Justin Bieber like had the most epic
brought up Billie
Eilish, and you don't even I
have no idea what the scale.
I love Billie Eilish.
Okay,
like I love Billie Eilish, and so I just hate that I it's funny too because after weekend 1 I was like, there's no way that the internet can break any more off of Coachella after what Justin Bieber did, and then he literally brings up Billie Eilish as the One Less Lonely Girl. I'm like, you do not even understand.
That's so. I'm really kind of outside the circle on what that really means.
Do you want me to explain the cultural significance to you
of One Less Lonely Girl?
Yeah, and Billie Eilish of it all.
Yes, because
I'll do it quickly.
No, okay, yeah, go ahead.
This will be helpful for other people that don't understand.
Yeah.
So, growing up, teeny bopper Justin Bieber, every show would bring up. He has a song called One Less Lonely Girl. He would pick someone from the crowd and they would be the one less lonely girl. Okay. And he would put them in a chair and he would serenade them and like come up to them and kind of like, sing to them, serenade them. And it was
since he was a kid.
That was like his thing that he did. And every girl's dream was to be the one less lonely girl. That was like, oh my God. Gives me chills even today. Okay. And Billie Eilish, before she got famous, was just like, I mean, I think she's my age, maybe even younger than me. She was a huge Justin Bieber fan. Like, loved him. And she would make she has all of these YouTube videos of her reacting to Justin Bieber. She was like,
before she was famous?
Yeah, she was just a normal girl, was obsessed with Justin Bieber. And, then she got famous and they like kind of I don't necessarily know their like professional relationship, but obviously, and she was like in the crowd at Coachella with Hailey Bieber. So she obviously has a relationship, but she had no clue. And so whenever he starts singing One Less Lonely Girl, Hailey literally pushes Billie up onto the stage. Cause the other thing too is Hailey Bieber is like, can sometimes, which rightfully so, can be a little like, not jealous, but will just has her boundaries with people with him because he's like, Justin Bieber. And so people, and that's a really intimate thing for him to be like hugging on someone and like serenading them. And so it really could have only been her. Like it really just had to be Billie.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did he do this to taper some of the response to his performance week 1? Was this strategic? Let's bring up Billie Eilish. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm on the outside. I don't know.
So
because I've only heard certain things about his performance
from weekend 1.
From week 1, I heard people say this was the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
and I heard people say I love the minimalist. It was really cool, creative, and kind of thing.
So I had mixed emotions about it too. Because I mean, I was like, I've been prime time audience for Justin Bieber. I am that age,
Yeah.
And at first I was like, okay, he got paid $10 million for this. Like, don't you think you could put on a little bit more of a show? And part of me still feels that way. However, something that I appreciate about it is he was like honoring his roots. I mean, he got started on YouTube. And so he was honoring his roots as an artist. He knew that everybody there grew up with him in that way, watching him on YouTube. I think the Billie Eilish thing was a nod back to that because that's also kind of like,
gotcha, that makes sense.
And yeah, also like he's had to overcome a lot of shit in his life and in his professional career. And I think it was kind of just like, no, I'm going to stand up here and it's just going to be me and my aux cord in my laptop, and I'm going to show you where I came from and where I'm at now. Like, I've made it.
I heard that it was a little choppy because he was using Wi-Fi as opposed to being That's so funny because I had a live stream that I had to do at this company. And the previous one I did, I was connected to Wi-Fi and I was wondering why it was screwing up. And somebody like me should know better. Yeah. Because all the live streams we've done at Life at Home. And then Wednesday, I had the biggest one that we did. Yeah. Finally connected, through Ethernet. Wired in, yeah. Right? Yeah. And it went perfectly. Yes. How did it go this weekend?
I think he did I don't think it was as much with the laptop the second weekend.
You learned a little bit.
Yeah. Also, like, to be honest, I haven't even watched the full performance. Okay. I'm so obsessed with him. It's like hard for me to watch, to be completely honest. And he there was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, I saw this funny thing about they found Katy Perry in the audience, and she was like, "Thank God he has YouTube Premium, so that we don't have to watch the ads." I thought that was really funny.
Someone said that. She said that.
Yeah, Katy Perry said that when funny. He was doing it. So yeah, I mean, I feel like could he have done a little bit more with that 10 million? 100%. Yeah. However, I feel like he put on the show that he wanted to put on, and yeah.
From what I see, I'm on the outside. There are some songs from him that I'm just like, this shit is incredible.
Yeah, he's so talented.
He as a singer, the dude is I love the fact that when it comes when it always comes down to it, the dude has actual talent. Yeah, there's so many people out there that when it comes to it's just a ploy. Yeah, like the dude, he can actually sing,
especially whenever watching him whenever he was 10. Yeah, like it's raw talent.
Yeah. Instrumentation, he's good there. Not great instrument. He's not Anderson .Paak. Right. But he's good there. I saw the thing that he did, I think it was at the Grammys a couple weeks ago. That was dope. He sounded flawless on that. Yeah. His new album is pretty dope. Yeah. I hear even the podcast I listen to talk about it. That new album is really, really good. So I like the fact that when you peel back all the layers, the dude makes great music. He's very talented.
And talk about someone who's done the work. He has been through it. Yeah. And his song right now that's going viral, Everything Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. I was talking to some people about it, and he literally has there's one line that says, brush my teeth, hallelujah. Mm-hmm. And it literally is like, I think my interpretation of it is sometimes that's all you can do is literally just brush your teeth. Mm-hmm. And honestly, for some people that are in the depths of addiction, depression, that is a hallelujah. And so I feel like his album and his whole career, he literally peels back the layers and is raw, just with his music. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
I can appreciate him. There's some people that I'm just I'm never giving the time. Yeah. I can't say that I'm a fan, but I appreciate.
You appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. So, all right, we're at our last segment.
Yes.
I gotta find something.
Almost nothing.
Yep.
And this is where we share a tiny delight, a personal win, or a recommendation.
Yep.
And I already used mine earlier.
Did you really? Okay.
Mine wasn't getting the New York Times subscription.
Tiny delight. Ooh, I got one.
Okay.
Plantain chips.
Oh, yeah.
Holy moly.
Which kind?
What do you mean? Which brand?
Or there's lots of. Do you get the sweetened ones or the unsweetened ones?
I can't.
Are they really sweet or are they raw?
They're not sweet. They're these. Oh, sea salt plantain chips. Okay, yeah. Seed oil free. I bought these. I bought an extra bag for the girl that I'm seeing because she doesn't do seed oil. Okay. And
that's why she doesn't like your plant butter.
There you go. Yeah.
100. You should get ghee. Can she have ghee?
I don't know. I'll have to double
Ask
check.
Her.
Ghee. Okay. But I just ripped through that bag. But also, if you want something out there, I am a crunchy.
Oh yeah.
I got it.
I was just about to say that.
There are some days where it's just if I don't
get a chip.
crunch something
Yeah.
within the next 30 minutes.
Yes.
I'm going to,
No, I completely understand.
some certain parts of the day, I
the
just
need
like,
for a chip is so real.
yeah, right. And like, especially if I have like a burger.
Oh
If I
yeah.
have a burger, I just want some chips or something.
If I have like a sandwich, turkey sandwich.
Oh my gosh, don't let it be a cold sandwich.
yeah.
No, yeah. Don't let it be a cold sandwich. 100%.
I need a salt and vinegar chip ASAP.
Yeah, and you don't want necessarily something like fried or have the wrong oils, plantain chips, or just like straight potato.
Yeah.
Plantain chips are just such a great choice.
Yeah.
Such a great choice.
Okay,
so shout out to that brand.
That's good. I need to, because I've been eating the Siete brand chips.
Yeah, big fan.
Those are really good,
Big
but
fan.
you know, they are still potato chips at the end of the day.
Yeah.
No,
They
are, but
not
they're
potato. They're
no, they are potato, but
No.
they're yes.
No.
What else would they be?
They're not potato.
Oh no, I know. Some of them are. You're talking about the ones that are
That
like,
are
the like tortilla chips.
Yeah.
And they're made. I'm talking about like they have actual potato chips, but they're cooked with avocado oil.
Got it. I can't remember what the other ones are.
Cassava flour.
Cassava. Yeah.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
You actually introduced those to me on the book club. Remember when I was talking about them?
Oh,
And I was like,
yeah.
they're not too crunchy. They don't hurt my mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if I have anything. I mean, I don't think so. Get the New York Times app. Just pay for it, or see if your mom will pay for it for you.
Can I double down?
Plan. Yeah.
Find the New York Times Sunday paper printed.
Ooh.
Go get a coffee.
Oh my God, should I do that?
Abby.
Should I like read the actual newspaper
Abby,
with a cappuccino?
please do this and report back to me. Go find somewhere. Sometimes Starbucks will do it. To find somewhere that still has it printed. Certain gas stations.
Like from one of the newspaper stands.
Yes, Abby.
Oh my God.
The Sunday Times is about. I started getting.
And you're just like, and you're
yes, but it just sections: the art section, the business section, the design section, the style section. You can read it for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, I'm loving this aesthetic.
And just putting the phone down, going somewhere, and just like you will. And they have these like magazine inserts that they do with the New York Times magazine. The first time I actually read a New York Times, I was in New York when I moved up there to study theater, 2004. Go to the Barnes and Nobles in Union Square, and you just sit and you just appreciate that. Do that. Report back to me.
Okay.
Tell me what you think. It's such a phone down
experience.
Moment. Yeah.
This is a really dumb question. Do they print a New York Times newspaper every single day?
Yeah.
Damn.
Every single day. Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. I mean, they're printing less nowadays than they used to. There's a certain point where you can walk up and down the street and every 5th person has a New York Times, but because of digital,
I wish.
They still print.
Well, I'm gonna do that on Sunday.
Boom. You guys have been great.
Go in peace.
We did it! Holy moly, we stuck it out.
2:33.
Okay, a little